Welcome to the show, cockheads. G'day, you good motherfuckers, how are you? Holy shit. Like, I've encountered both types of feminism, the old school feminists and the new school, right? In fact, I had this one lady, she would have been, I don't know, maybe 70 years old school sort of feminist. I opened a door for her, right? She walked through the door, and you'll never guess what she said to me. She said, thanks, right? I did the same thing for a young chick recently here, right? And I opened the door, chivalry and all that shit, yeah? And I should have fucking known, she had a fringe to there. This 21-year-old, gorgeous thing. She walked through the door, she looked at me, she went, you misogynistic piece of shit, and she scattered away. And I was standing there thinking to myself, what have I done? All I did was open the door for this young lady, and this is how she treats me? Like, don't get me wrong, I was naked with a huge erection at the time, but... But I think if you want to be a feminist, be a feminist. You go, you do you, girl, whatever you want to fucking do, you know? But I think if you're gonna be that, if you're gonna be a feminist, don't listen to people like me, because I'm just gonna piss you off. Don't listen to the people who talk shit about you behind your back. In fact, if you hear words you do not like, do what other groups have done in the past. Like, for example, African American people took the N-word, they made that word their word. That's their word. No one else can use it. Gay people took the F word, that's their word, no one else can do it. Feminists should do the exact same thing. They should take the word that everyone calls them behind their back and make it their word. They should make cunt their word. We did talk earlier about an Australian extremist. But I think it would be remiss of me not to talk about the extremists we know and love. And that is Muslim extremists. All right? I can do it, I've got a beard, all right? Now, here's the thing about Muslim extremists. They are very, very similar to us, but they just come from a different part of the world, okay? They go to school just like we do, except their school's a little bit different. At our schools, we play games. They play games too. We play games like heads down, thumbs up. They play thumbs down, heads off. We used to sing songs at my school. I don't know if you guys know this song, but if you know this song, please sing along, all right? Hey, baby! I wanna know if you be my girl. Great song, absolute classic. They sing that exact same song, it's just a little bit different over there, okay? It's, how's it go? I should have written it down. Low, Akbar. I wanna blow up some infidels. They have a song for young Muslim women as well, and the reason that it's written, it's helped young Muslim women assimilate into Western culture, and thankfully it's written to a great song. It's written to the Barbie Girl theme song. How does it go? Oh, that's right. I'm a Muslim girl in the Western world. Plastic explosives. They're fantastic. You can't see my hair. Hijabs everywhere. Airport examination because of Middle Eastern persuasion. Yeah. Muslim Barbie, boom boom Barbie. But it's not just the Muslim people, right? There's Catholic extremists as well. They're just known as priests. And they would never blow up a building, but they'll happily blow inside a 12-year-old boy. What's far worse than hearing it, helping set it up, is walking in on it. I want to know right now who's walked in on their parents doing the dirty. Right there. Who are you? What's your name, ma'am? Grace. How old are you, Grace? 27. Okay, that's a big check from the lawyers. Now, how old were you when this happened? 10 years old. Wow. Did you ever bring that up with your parents? No. Are you still friends with your parents? You still get along with them? You live at home still. Would you, in front of all these good people, give them a call right now on stage and tell them about it? Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the stage, it's Grace. Come on. Come on. Hey, Grace. How are you, love? You're well, nice to meet you. Where's the rest of you? All right, so take me through, who are we calling this evening?
My dad's name is Sam.
You're going to call your dad, Sam?
Oh my God, I'm not doing this. Am I actually doing this?
You're damn right you're doing this. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
You should be. No, we got nowhere to be. I mean... Oh, Samsung, gross. All right. All right, so we're going to call Sam.
Oh my God.
Your Faja.
Please don't answer the phone. Please don't answer.
If he doesn't answer the phone, you've got to leave a voicemail.
Can you leave the voice?
I'll leave the voicemail.
I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking.
No, loudspeaker. What are you doing? You're not here. No one's here.
Oh my God. Oh. He's not answering. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You reach that message and I get to you as soon as possible. Bye.
Hi, Dad. So I'm on stage at the moment with Isaac Butterfield, and he's forcing me to leave a message to tell you that...
I hung up, so that's going to really confuse the fuck out of him. Grace, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Thank you very much. But man, I've had vegans at shows, right? I had a vegan at my Melbourne Comedy Festival show. He sat right up the front, and I said this. I said, "Are there any vegans here?" And he put his hand up straight away. He went, "Me." I'm a vegan. I was like, oh. I said, "Mate, you're a vegan. You're at my show. Bitch, do you know who I am?" He said, "I do." And I thought maybe if I came to this show and you got to know me, then perhaps you'd change the way you thought about vegans forever. That's great. That's so, oh, that's silly. That's like a Jew in 1942 just turning up at Auschwitz, right? The end! Yeah, I got in some trouble for that. I got in a bit of a mischief, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that. I said that in Melbourne, right? And there was a lady sitting right up the back. She turned out to be a Jewish woman, and she was very unhappy. In fact, she wrote me an email, and this email was long, right? It was like a novel, this motherfucker, yeah? And she went through everything that she loved about me. She said, "Isaac, I enjoyed the entire show up to that point that you made fun of Jews and the Holocaust." Now, bearing in mind, at the start of my show in the Melbourne Comedy Festival this year, my opening joke was about the Christchurch massacre, where, 52 people died. But that's okay by her, because it didn't offend her people. And that's what's fucked up about offense, right? She went through this whole thing, and she was like, "Oh, I thought everything was funny, hilarious, I love your videos, all that type of shit." And then she said, "But you should never be able to joke about the Holocaust, about Jews, about people dying like that." And I understand where she came from, but what we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that it's just jokes. It's all good. But what really pissed me off with what she said was she said she'd never watch my videos again. She said she'd never come to a show again, and that's why I got my little phone out, got my thumbs moving, because I'm pretty big on PR, and I replied immediately. I said, listen, love, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the oven. That got me in a lot of trouble with the papers here in Australia. You see, there was a crime reporter with the Herald Sun in Melbourne that came out and said how much of a piece of shit I was. Every major newspaper in this country came out against me. All that type of shit. I was even on the front page of the Israel Times. Little old Butts was on the front page of the Israel Times, which is upsetting for me because now my tour of Israel is in jeopardy. But my ticket sales in Palestine are exploding. Oh, yeah, they're just going through the roof. But what do you do with all those great Jew and Holocaust jokes? There's great ones out there. What do you do with them? Do you sweep them up off the floor? Do you put them in a little box and then take that box where no one will ever find it, like in the attic next to Anne Frank? Is that... As I said, the opening bit in the Melbourne Comedy Festival that she didn't find offensive at all was about the New Zealand massacre. Now, what happened in Christchurch was an Australian extremist stormed a mosque and took 52 innocent Muslims' lives. And it was a full-on moment for, I think, most people in Australia and New Zealand, if not the world. And before I say anything, I should probably ask, is there any Kiwis in the crowd? Gross. Choo-choo, bro, yeah, fucking chili bins and all that shit, fuck off. Cocksuckers. That's the only country I'm okay to say fuck off, we're full to. But here's the thing, you got to be careful with Kiwis. You got to be careful who's around because a lot of Kiwis are big, strong, hairy, muscly, tattooed-looking women. And they are. This Australian extremist stormed this building, this mosque, this room, where people were saying their prayers and going about their business. And for me, the saddest thing about that, it wasn't the 52 people who were killed. It wasn't the countless others who had their lives changed forever because their family members were taken from them. It was the hundreds of people that night who couldn't make it home from nightclubs in Christchurch because all the cabbies were dead. Welcome to the show, cockheads. I tell you what though, and he was an Australian extremist. He didn't run in screaming Allahu Akbar, he ran in there screaming, Wardy's the king of spin! Hey Sydney, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick sticks. I'll see you all next year, yeah? Good on you.